Woo! Burn, bitch!
God damn!
Justice League is the highest grossing box office bomb ever. Is that a paradox or an oxymoron?
Well, let's talk about it, Magnus. Woo! It's a crazy title. Very interesting title. So interesting that I said, we gotta talk about this. So, let's read this and I'm going to give you my thoughts. As you know, I went to see Justice League. And at first I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. But then a couple minutes after I edited, I was just like, no. It was a 3 out of 5 stars. It was an average, good time. It wasn't a great movie, but I didn't think it was horrible. I didn't think it was bad. But I can't lie, as time has gone on, several things have gotten worse for me about the movie, while certain things actually got a little bit better. But I still am in that mood where it's just, I'm at a point actually where I probably won't buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray. Unless they release the Zack Snyder Cut. I've heard there may be an extended cut of Joss Whedon's, but that's not what I want to see. I'm very interested in what Zack's original vision was. But let's go on here and see. They probably should have never cut it to 2.5 or to 2 hours, but it's probably more than that that has to do with that. They say that numbers don't lie, but that isn't always the case when it comes to the box office. Since its release almost a month ago, Warner Bros. Justice League has pulled in $212.8 million at the domestic box office, the 10th highest this year overall, and $615.4 million worldwide, the 12th highest this year. But a new report contends that Justice League has become the highest grossing box office bomb in cinematic history. While that distinction seems oxymoronic at worst, which is what Tyrone Magnus just said, and facetious at best, there is some logic within this notion regarding this DCEU movie. For some reason, I'm not used to seeing that word there. This report from Forbes claims that Justice League beat out another underperforming movie from this year, Paramount's Transformers: The Last Knight. Oh, that was a horrible movie. I, Magnus Prime, confirm that. Which posted franchise lows in the domestic box office, $130 million to be exact, and worldwide $605 million, as the highest grossing box office bomb. The report clarifies that Justice League won't be the movie that loses the most money, and there's a chance that it still could break even thanks to home video release and a possible, if not improbable, release of a Justice League extended cut. However, Justice League supposedly deserves this distinction because it will ultimately be the movie that made the most money and is still considered a studio reacts and course corrects. But still considered a studio reacts and course corrects with. Okay. By that standard, there certainly is some evidence that Justice League could be the highest grossing bomb, although it may also be a rather unfair assertion to make in the first place. After all, original director Zack Snyder was forced to leave the project after trying to work through a heartbreaking family tragedy, which led to director Joss Whedon stepping in to do the reshoots and rework of the script. While Joss Whedon didn't end up getting a director's credit since most of the film had already been shot under Zack Snyder's direction, Joss Whedon did get a screenwriting credit on the film. There have been a group of fans petitioning for the Zack Snyder Justice League cut. Although a report from earlier this month revealed that the cut will never be fully finished, let alone released for the viewing public to see. While budget figures haven't been officially released, it's believed to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $300 million, and that doesn't count publicity and advertising costs. It's unclear if that tally also includes the cost of reshoots, which reportedly took much longer than originally anticipated. Things hadn't been looking great for Justice League from the start. After posting the worst box office debut in DCEU history with $93.8 million, and this report from Forbes claims that Justice League will top out around $240 million domestic and around $650 million worldwide. On Monday, Justice League earned another $750,000 in its 25th day in release, the first day that it made under $1 million. By contrast, Wonder Woman earned at least $1 million in its first 47 days from release, with Man of Steel earning $1 million in its first 32 days, and even Suicide Squad earning $1 million in its 27 days. Well, I don't really know what to tell you. You know. There were certain things that I liked. You know. I liked their fight. Maybe the best part of the movie is their fight with Superman. Yeah, that's the best part of the movie. You know. I like how he pounded the fuck out of Steppenwolf later. And I love the scene with the Amazons trying to keep the cube away from him. But it's not what it should have been. Like, I hate to say it. It's just the more that I think about the movie, it bothers me. I've been thinking about going to see it in the theaters in 3D. I got RPX. I think it was shot in 3D, right? Because I went to see it in IMAX, but it wasn't 3D. You know, just get a second look at it so I can take it all in. I liked Cyborg. I liked Aquaman. I liked Wonder Woman. I liked Flash for the most part. Although I still like the TV Flash better, at least his personality. But the special effects for this Flash were much better. I like that. The way they showed the speed, the electricity around him. That dynamic, chaotic energy of the Speed Force. Definitely didn't like this Batman better. And I definitely did not like this Superman better. What did he say when he came in? Something about something, but I've always loved justice. I was like, what the fuck was that? And of course, the whole mouth thing with the, you know, if they had brought him back with the fucking black suit, would have made sense. He could have just kept the damn mustache and just grown a full beard in. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully we will still see Zack Snyder's real vision. Because I feel like I got a hunch that it was better than what we got. I really do. Did you see the thing with Kevin Smith when he was talking about it and he was going over the script or what were the deleted scenes and what wasn't included and all other stuff? And yeah, man, that's a real fan right there. I like listening to him. Makes a lot of blowjob jokes, but other than that, I like listening to him. But yeah, man, we need to see that Snyder Cut. Warner Bros., you want to make your fucking your money back? Yes, and please the fans. Come on now. Stop playing. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. If you enjoyed my video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, again, kiss my black. Zack Snyder, DC Comics, Justice League, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Aquaman loving derriere 10 million subscribers. Woo!
You may now subscribe.